You have been lied to your entire life about what it means to live well. Not by one person, not by one institution, by almost everyone. Your school, your culture, the voices telling you to play it safe, settle down, lower your expectations, stop wanting so much. There was a man who saw this coming 140 years ago. He called it exactly. He told us what would happen when a society stopped believing in anything worth striving for. And he told us what the alternative looked like. His name was Friedrich Nietzsche, and almost everything you think you know about him is wrong. Here is the version of Nietzsche most people have absorbed without even reading him. He was the philosopher the Nazis used. He said God is dead and meant it as a celebration. He believed in a master race of supermen who would dominate the weak. He was arrogant, dangerous, and insane. Every single part of that is false. The Nazis took his work and cut it apart. His sister, Elisabeth Forster Nietzsche, was a genuine anti-Semite who rewrote and edited his unpublished notes after he collapsed into madness in 1889. She handed a distorted version to the Third Reich. Nietzsche himself had written in letters found decades later that his sister's politics disgusted him. He despised German nationalism. He called anti-Semitism a disease. The real Nietzsche was something far more interesting and far more useful to your life right now than the cartoon villain he became. In 1882, Nietzsche wrote one of the most famous passages in the history of philosophy.
God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him.
This is almost universally misread as atheist triumphalism. Nietzsche celebrating the end of religion. It was the opposite. It was a warning. Nietzsche was not religious, but he understood that for 1,000 years, Christianity had been the load-bearing wall of Western civilization. It provided meaning, morality, purpose, a reason to suffer, a reason to strive. When people stopped believing, and Nietzsche saw this happening all around him in the 1880s, they did not replace those things. They just lost them. What fills the gap? He predicted exactly what we see today: nihilism. The creeping sense that nothing matters, that effort is pointless, that the self is just a product of random forces, and there is no reason to try harder than the minimum required to be comfortable. He called the person who accepted this the last man.
We have invented happiness. Say the last man, and they blink.
The last man wants comfort, safety, warmth, entertainment. He has no ambition that could get him hurt. He has no beliefs that could cause conflict. He has optimized for a life without suffering, and in doing so, has made himself into something Nietzsche considered barely worth calling human. Sound familiar? This is where people completely lose the plot. Nietzsche's answer to the last man was the Ubermensch, usually translated as Superman or Overman. And because of the Nazi corruption of his work, most people assume this means a biological master race. It means nothing of the sort. The Ubermensch is not a race. It is not even a person. It is a direction. It is what a human being becomes when they stop waiting for external permission to define what their life means. Nietzsche grew up watching people live by inherited values, values handed to them by religion, by society, by their parents, without ever asking whether those values were actually their own. The Ubermensch is the person who does the terrifying work of building values from scratch, who asks, what do I actually believe? What am I actually capable of? What would I do if nobody was watching and nobody was judging? He used the parable of the three metamorphoses to explain it. First, the camel. The camel kneels and takes the heaviest load. Duty, tradition, obedience. It is disciplined, reliable. It does what it is told. Then the camel becomes the lion. The lion roars and says, I will not. It destroys the old values. It fights for freedom. But the lion cannot create. It can only refuse. Finally, the lion becomes the child. The child plays. The child creates. The child says yes to life without needing a reason. This is the Ubermensch, not a tyrant, not a Superman in a cape, but a person who has burned away everything that was not theirs and built something real from what remained. Most people never leave the camel stage. They carry what was given to them and call it a life. Nietzsche's most practical idea, the one that applies directly to your life right now, is Amor Fati, love of fate, not acceptance of fate, not resignation, love.
My formula for greatness in a human being is Amor Fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity, not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it.
What he meant was this: every person listening has things in their life they did not choose, circumstances they were born into, losses they did not deserve, failures they cannot undo. The default human response is to resent these things, to spend years, sometimes entire lives, in quiet rebellion against what happened. Nietzsche said, "This is the one thing that will guarantee you never become who you are capable of becoming. The energy you spend fighting what is fixed is energy you cannot spend building what is possible." The Stoics had a version of this: accept what you cannot change. But Nietzsche went further. Don't just accept it, use it. The obstacle is the material. The difficulty is the thing that will make you into something a comfortable life never could. Every person who has ever built something real, a business, a body of work, a life worth examining, has done it on top of circumstances they did not choose. They did not succeed despite the difficulty. They succeeded because of what the difficulty forced them to become. Here is what Nietzsche was actually saying, stripped of the philosophy. Most people spend their lives in the camel stage, carrying values, expectations, and definitions of success that belong to someone else. They are comfortable. They are safe. They are quietly miserable. The question Nietzsche forces on you is brutal. Are you living your life, or are you living the life that was handed to you? He is not telling you to reject society or burn everything down. He is telling you to do the harder thing, to examine what you actually believe, what you actually want, what you would actually do if you stopped performing for everyone else's approval. Amor Fati means stop fighting what happened, start building from where you are. The three metamorphoses mean you cannot create until you have first destroyed what was given to you and decided honestly what you want to keep. And the death of God means nobody is coming to tell you what your life is for. That question is yours. Refusing to answer it, choosing the comfort of the last man instead, is the one choice Nietzsche considered truly unforgivable. He saw this coming 140 years ago. He wrote it down. Almost nobody read it correctly. Now you have. If you made it this far, you think differently. Like and subscribe. We go deeper every week.